This video will take you into the Great Alaska Interior, introducing majesty of Mt McKinley, Denali, explore the expansive wildlife habitats of Denali National Park, Wrangel St. Elias National Park, and the Kenai Peninsula.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Spotlight Supplier Series, Experience Alaska with Princess Cruise Tours. Just a note, we have a question and answer box at the top. If you'd like to use that, you can input your questions and we'll be giving you answers as we go along or at the end. So we look forward to sharing more information on this. We'll go into the different areas that we're going to talk about. We're going to look at the cruise tour intro itself, which is a video, and then we will go to the Princess slides where Stephanie Bronson will be sharing those with us, and then we'll go to the offers that we have for Princess Alaska Cruises, and then any questions and answers. So if we look at the map, the inside passage is down there to the full right, Skagway, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, all the things we talked about yesterday. Today we're moving into the inside, or into the interior of Alaska, to Denali National Park, Mt McKinley, Denali, Talkeetna, Anchorage, Whittier, all the different areas that we can visit and see on a cruise and land tour. So I'd like to just go one step further with that. All of our cruise tours either start in Anchorage, Fairbanks, or Vancouver and reverse, all finish in one of those cities. So that is how all of those are set up. And so I want to share now a video with you.
Hi, I'm Kendra, and I'm Princess Cruises Alaska expert. And today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite topic, Alaska cruise tours. What's a cruise tour? A cruise tour is a 7-day Voyage of the Glaciers cruise combined with rail travel, combined with multiple overnight stays at wilderness lodges in Alaska. And why would you take a cruise tour? You would take a cruise tour to experience Alaska's top 2 attractions, Glacier Bay National Park and Denali National Park. These are the top 2 attractions that you cannot miss when you visit Alaska. So a Voyage of the Glaciers cruise is a 7-day one-way cruise between Whittier and Vancouver, BC. And you can choose to do this cruise northbound or southbound, so it goes both directions. On this cruise, you'll go to Juneau, Ketchikan, Skagway, and you'll get 2 glacier experiences. Every cruise gets Glacier Bay National Park and either College Fjord or Hubbard Glacier. And I want to stop here to talk about why Glacier Bay National Park is so important and special. So Glacier Bay is a protected national park that is highly regulated, and not every cruise line gets to go into Glacier Bay. And Princess is lucky enough to be able to enter Glacier Bay, and it's a very spectacular day and very special. So Glacier Bay has many glaciers in it, but you enter the bay and park rangers board the ship, and they get on board and they give presentations and they really teach you about the wildlife and the area and all of the glaciers that you'll be seeing for that day. And we even have a junior rangers program where kids can take the oath to become a park ranger, which is super cute. And the pinnacle, the highlight of the day, is when the ship pulls up to Marjorie Glacier, and each side of the ship gets to see it because the ship does a little turn, 360 turn. And hopefully, if you're lucky, the glacier will calve and you will hear the magical sound of white thunder. So we love Glacier Bay at Princess, and we think it's a major highlight, and we know it's a highlight because it's one of the top attractions for Alaska. Okay, so another part of the cruise tour experience is the train experience. And Princess has an exclusive direct to the wilderness rail service that takes you between the ship and one of our Denali area lodges. And this experience is in domed rail cars. It's a great way to experience the Great Land because there's scenery everywhere. It's comfortable. You can order a beverage up top or a meal downstairs. You can listen to the commentary of a tour guide that shows you all of the sights in the area. It's one of our most popular experiences, and it really helps to bring Alaska to life. So rounding out this cruise tour experience is Princess's wilderness lodges. And these are exclusive to Princess. They're only operational in the summer to serve our cruise tour guests. And we have 5 wilderness lodges. The biggest one is the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge, and this is located about a mile outside of the park entrance. And it's a hubbub of activities. It's very special there. We have a lot of great restaurants and land excursions that you can book. It's right on the river. We have our new Fanny Q Saloon there, which is really fun. This is a great base camp for your Denali experience, the Denali Princess. On the other side of the national park sits the Mt McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. And this actually sits within Denali State Park. It's a very special place, and it was built with the sole purpose of having a great view of Mount Denali. And it does. Also at this location, we have our Animal Planet treehouse that was featured on the hit show Treehouse Masters. So we have a lot of things going on there. We have mountain climber talks every day, twice a day, where you can hear the tale of a mountain climber who's climbed Mt McKinley, now called Denali, and hear their experiences, and they let you play with their gear and show you their pictures from their climb. A lot going on at that location. We have another lodge, the Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge, and this is located on the Kenai River. And this is a very popular lodge. It's only 86 rooms. Each room has its own wood-burning fireplace. Lots of recreational fishing there and rafting on the river. It's really a very special place. Our 4th lodge is the Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge, and it's located on the boundary of Wrangel St. Elias National Park, which is the largest national park in North America. And the Copper River Princess is, again, a smaller lodge. It's about 86 rooms, and it offers a lot of really great excursions, like fishing. You've heard of the famous Copper River salmon. There's a lot of fishing in that area. ATVs, you can go into the national park. It's a really special place. Our last lodge is the Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge, and this sits right on the Chena River and offers a great spot to start or end your Alaska cruise tour. So I mentioned that Denali National Park is one of the main reasons why people go to Alaska, and it is for good reason. Denali National Park is 6 million acres of spectacular wilderness. People go to Denali National Park to see the mountain, called Denali, or the Great One. People from all over the world travel to Alaska to try to summit Mount Denali. Another reason why everyone is so interested in Denali National Park is for wildlife. There is an abundance of wildlife in Denali National Park, and everyone's trying to hit the big 5, which are bear, moose, caribou, wolves, and Dall sheep. So if you're lucky, you'll hit all 5. Princess offers many cruise tour options, so I'm going to try to give you a couple tips to help narrow those down. So the first thing to think about is, do you want to cruise first and do your land after, or do you want to do the land portion first and cruise later? People tend to want to do the land first and cruise later, which is the southbound version. If you do the opposite direction, the northbound, cruising first, doing the land later, there are good deals to be had on those cruise tours. So if you're looking for a bargain, that might be a good place to start. The cruise tours range from 10 nights to 17 nights. So there's a lot of variation there. So think about how much time you want to devote to that. If you're interested in doing a Denali National Park tour, one of the longer ones that we talked about, make sure you book a cruise tour that has 2 nights at the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge. One of the things that Princess does better than anybody else is we create this very seamless cruise tour experience. We own and operate the lodges, the train, the buses, the cruise. So it's one experience. We take care of everything from luggage handling to key cards in your room to booking your dinner reservations. It is such a seamless experience, and you'll get to see the best of the Great Land. For those of you who are looking for a more immersive Alaska experience, a cruise tour could be a great option for you. I hope this video has been helpful. See you next time.
We'll now listen to Stephanie Bronson as she talks more about the cruise tours and the different hotels and stuff that are in Alaska.
Great.
Stephanie?
Thank you so much, Steve. Again, my name is Stephanie. I'm with Princess Cruises. So Kendra covered so much in that video, but I just want to kind of touch base a little bit more detail on that. So number one is, why choose Princess? Because we are definitely the leaders in Alaska. We have been in Alaska over 51 years. We have awards after awards. We're just number one in Alaska, and we own and operate the lodges and rails, like she mentioned, making that seamless service. So the whole journey just comes together with Princess. The one thing about it is we also work so closely with our travel advisors to offer them exclusive, backed, great experience excursions. So it's really important to look at those when you want to plan and everything. Call on Princess, but you know what? Call your travel advisor. So she had mentioned before about seeing the top two attractions, the Glacier Bay National Park and the Denali National Park. Both of them you will hit with Princess Land and Sea Vacation. The one thing that's hard to see and hear is actually on the ship. They only allow 2 ships per day in Glacier Bay, Princess being one of them. And you do that full 360. You'll hear the crackling of the ice, the smells. The rangers give so much information. It's just breathtaking. Denali National Park, like she said already, 6 million unspoiled wilderness. So you're gonna get a taste of some great things. When it comes to Princess, we do have a North to Alaska program. It is an exclusive program that we offer that brings the enrichment of Alaska, not only on excursions and lodges, but also onto our ships. So from Alaska, we will have fresh Alaskan seafood that we have partnered with the local best restaurants that we provide food from Alaska on our ship, the journey there. They also have excursions that are catered to that as well. We have one that's cook by catch. It's an amazing excursion where you can go out fishing, and whatever you catch, you bring back, and the chef will grill it up or cook it up for you. And it's just amazing. If it doesn't taste good, it's your own fault. You caught the fish, but it's really just bringing that enrichment on. You meet with real Alaskans. We bring the puppies onto the ships, into the piazza, so you can see them up close and personal. We have logger shows. The Alaskan lumberjacks will come and they'll tell stories. Deadliest Catch is from the popular Discovery Channel. They'll come on and tell their true life stories from their experiences from the Bering Sea. When it comes to the little kids, the little youth programs, we'd mentioned before that they do partner with Discovery Channel, and we do have the Rangers to have that Junior Ranger program. They also do fun little things like they'll do sort the crabs and things like that. They're obviously fake crabs, but it's just really a way to enrich the whole trip to Alaska with Princess. So the Alaskan the shore excursions, like I've said before, we partner with Discovery, Animal Planet, just amazing like that. Steve, I think I took a couple slides out, so we've got a couple different ones that I've skipped through.
Okay.
And so North to Alaska is an exclusive offer that we've got, the program, so it really makes it great. So with Princess Land and Sea Vacations, you can see how far we take you into Alaska. It just brings everything to light. We have more balconies to offer our guests. It just gives you an authentic experience. The best way to see it all, as Kendra had mentioned, is the Alaska Cruise Tours. It's where you take the 7-day cruise, then you have the train in the lodge. You can choose to do north or south, depending on your own preference. But we combined all that together, seamless service. From the moment you get off the plane, you don't handle your luggage anymore. Princess has got it taken care of. From the ship to the rail, we will check you into the lodge. You won't be standing in line. It's just seamless service. So to talk a little bit more about that cruise tour, we start with the 7-day glacier sailing. Again, we're in every land and cruise option. We do get you into that Glacier Bay to do that 360 to experience the glaciers at their closest and finest. The next thing is up. We've got the direct wilderness rail. The picture for the rail service, you can see how close it is. You pull up and it's about 100 feet walk and you're on the ship. You're not carrying luggage. We've got it for you. By the time you get to from the train to the lodge, we've already got you your key card. You're going to get checked in and your luggage will be there when you get there. So it's just really an amazing experience. Like they said, with the trained people, the food, everything. The other thing that is just amazing is the glass domes like she had mentioned and the open viewing platforms on the rail. Those are so unique and amazing. It's hard to explain it through pictures. When you ask your friends or anyone that's been to Alaska, they will tell the stories. It's just the experience of a lifetime. The last thing that we look at is the land. We look at the Alaskan interior. We get you into Alaska, right next to like the Denali National Lodge. That one is a mile away from the national park. So it just gets you close to the hub of everything that's going on. The port of calls that we look at, Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan, keep in mind, these are all small villages. With Juneau being the Alaska capital, it has about 32,000 population. That's not a lot. You've definitely got to work with your travel advisor to plan ahead for your excursions. Skagway, they only have 968 people population, so definitely small. But all those ports bring on that authentic Alaskan experience that is definitely worth seeing. So with the cruise tours, we do have 4 different kind of options to consider that you can be adding on to your glacier 7-day cruise. The Denali Explorer is the most popular. That's going to get you into the lodges, the trains, everything that you're looking for. If you like to plan on your own and just kind of like to feel the environment around you, on your own is going to be great for you. The one thing that we do love too is the off the beaten path. That's going to take you to the smaller, more exclusive lodges, more unique experiences with your excursions and tours. Every city and everywhere you go with Princess, you're going to have these amazing excursion options. The Connoisseur is the last one that it's hosted. It's directed by a tour director. You're going to get the knowledge and experience of the local tour directors. So there's just amazing. A little bit more on the Denali Explorer. We're looking at 3 or more nights on land, 4 nights at Denali and Mt McKinley Lodge. We always recommend to do at least 2 nights at the lodges because one day you're traveling in, the next day you're doing an excursion. So you just want to be able to take in the Denali lodges and Mt McKinley lodges if you can. To talk a little bit more about each lodge we're just going to talk about 2. The Denali Wilderness Lodge, it is, like I said, a mile from the national park. It is more of a hustle bustle campus. They do have about, let's see here, 663, I think it's on the next slide, I'm gonna cheat, 663 rooms, but you're gonna find amazing food, king salmon, the base camp is there, they're gonna have the Denali Dinner Theater, just entertainment everywhere. The rooms have been redone in 2018. They're keeping that rustic Alaskan feel, but they're fresh and new and clean. The one thing that I also like to mention is that you're there to see the wilderness. If you're there to see the mountain, you can let the lodge know that you want to see that. And 5 a.m. you might get the call, the mountain is clear, come on out, and you can take a picture right from your balcony, right from your rooms. And just the same when it comes to the cruises, the captain will let you know when there's wildlife around to pop out of your balcony and take a picture. It just makes it personalized, and we just look out for the wilderness for you. She'd mentioned also the Fanny Q Saloon. That one has also been redone 2018. It's keeping that modern, clean, but keeping that rustic. You can see by the interior, they've got the rustic feel and environment is there. But all shiny new and great princess food, just so great. The next lodge that we're going to talk about is the Mt McKinley Princess Lodge, Wilderness Lodge. This one is specifically built so you can see the North America's tallest peak, star attraction, which is Denali Mountain. So that's where we want to go with that. They are going to have a little bit smaller feel to this with the more remote. Again, it's about 460 rooms, so it's a bit smaller, more quaint. They have so many excursions to choose from. And also it has the famous treehouse from Treehouse Masters 2018. The treehouse itself is just worth exploring and checking out. They have fireside patio where you can do campfire fun and make s'mores. It's just really great. The one thing that we really want to stress is to personalize your Alaskan experience. Work with your travel advisor at Dream Vacations. They know the ins and outs of Alaska. They know what we can offer, what excursions are great. We have sightseeing to mountain climbing, all of that. There's every level of exertion that you want to do or not do. What you want to see, they're going to tell you. It's just get the greatest value for your travel dollar. And with the travel advisor, they're going to get you the best value. So plan it your way. Dream Vacations is the way to go. If you decide on any adventure at all, talk to them. They'll personalize the package for you. It's just the best way to go. And that is what we've got on Alaska.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that information, and definitely we as a team know quite a bit about the interior of Alaska and be able to help our clients in any way possible. Something I want to go back to is Denali. At the entrance there is a dog sled place there where he was the champion of the Idida Rod about 5-6 years ago. It's probably about 10 years ago now, but he actually won the Idida Rod. And we got the chance, and my wife and I did, to go to his place. And I want to share a video with you on that as to the dogs and stuff. And I'll share some more information after that is over with.
Share with you what it's like to raise a family here in the middle of Alaska. I think you'll find it's quite different where you raise your family. This has been where we've lived for 38 years, raised a family, and on top of that, we've been very successful in the sled dog racing world. The race is a reason, kind of a goal to give me a chance to train the dogs and share my life with people. They're just not doing this just for me. Yes, they like me, but I think they like me because I let them and encourage them and help them do this physical activity that they like so much. And not unlike people. They're active, well-fed, and loved, and it makes for a wonderful life. Showing off the way those dogs maul me with affection is something I'm very proud of, and it's something that a lot of people come here with a preconceived idea of dogs that are different than they really are, and so it's really fun to show people the real deal. The kids used to get all excited when the forecast was for severe temperatures, because if the temperature hit 50 degrees below zero on a school day, they get to stay home. One of the most consistent comments I get when people leave is, it was entertaining, it was comical, and so real. But the fact is, I'm a father, I'm a hunter, trapper, Alaskan, and we love sharing the whole package with our guests.
Share some further information with you on that. When we were there and we were actually at his home, he actually came and picked us up at the hotel and took us back to his home for the showing and the entertainment that he talked about. But the one thing that really shocked me was once they brought out the four-wheeler, the dogs knew that they were going to be running. And there, at the time we were there was 81 dogs. And so those 81 dogs saw that four-wheeler and every one of them started barking. I mean, that's all you could hear was dogs barking everywhere. They set up like 10 of them on the four-wheeler and got everything ready. And once that four-wheeler took off, it could become dead quiet. So those dogs love to run. That is what they're made for. They love it and they really enjoy it. And it was really just amazing to see how he handles all those dogs and trains them and things such as that. So it was really quite an enjoyable time. and you're only there for a couple hours, but it was really very interesting and very informative. So it's something you might want to do when you're in Alaska, and I can tell you furthermore about that in the future. So we're at the end of it, coming up on it now. I just wanted to share a couple pictures with you. As you can see, the bear there, he's ready to say goodbye to everybody. Let's leave in Denali and heading home. And you can see the reindeer and the doll sheep and stuff. They're also saying goodbye. So it's quite enjoyable to be able to see the wildlife that's there and everything that happens in the Denali Park. So let's go on now to some of our cruise offers. Diana?
She's got her mute
It
on.
helps if I unmute.
There you are.
Now you can hear me. So we've covered what you can experience on the interior of Alaska. So I want to show you some offers that we have for 2021 group cruise tours. As Kim mentioned in yesterday's Inside Passage webinar, groups are an opportunity for discounted prices and additional perks, such as like onboard credits or a bottle of wine, just for a couple examples. Now the group discounts and perks, they are combinable with any other promotions that are provided by any of the suppliers or by Dream Vacations. And you do not have to be traveling as a group to take advantage of these deals, even if it is just you and your spouse or you and a friend. So as you can see on the screen, we've got 3 cruise tour offers for the next year, an 11-night in August and a 14-day in June, both with Princess. And then with Celebrity, we have a 10-night in July. So kind of beginning, middle, end of the season, we've got you covered anytime that you want to go. And they're different itineraries, so you get the options to choose from. So if you want to know more about the group offers, these and anything else that we have, you can find them on our website. If you go onto the home page, click View our available group cruises and button, and then it will take you to our groups page that has all of these and more listed on it. So if you don't have the URL, it'll be on the slide at the end, as well as all of our numbers, so you can grab that. And then also for a limited time, we have a couple of special offers for you for it's good and through the 7th, so today into the 7th, for any new bookings made into Alaska on Princess. So Princess is going to give you a coupon book worth over $900 in onboard savings, such as discounts at restaurants, shops, and the spa. I'm loving the spa idea. And you'll only pay a reduced deposit of $50 a person to book. But in addition to that, our team is going to provide you with an extra onboard credit of up to $200, depending on the cabin type that you select. So they're both really great deals, especially if you can pair that with one of our groups, it's even better. So we're ready to help you book your next Alaskan cruise tour for you. Just give us a call.
Thank you, Diana, for sharing that information and stuff. We can go on now to any questions that you may have at this point in time. We'd be happy to entertain those and share any information that we may have for you. Do you have anything, Diana?
I don't see any questions.
Okay.
If we can flip to the next slide, we can show everybody our numbers and our web address for contacting us, so we can help you book your bucket list trip to Alaska.
Yes, and we're here to help. And between us as agents, we have gained a lot of knowledge of Alaska. I've been there twice so far, and was going back this year, but due to the pandemic, was not able to do that. So we'll look forward to doing that again next year and stuff. And I may be on one of those groups and stuff to be able to even share more information, because there's a lot of stories I can tell you from the trips I've been on, and the information that especially Princess provides when you're on that cruise with naturalists and things such as that. So at this point, if no one has any questions, give us a call if you're interested in anything. And like we said, those offers are out there until next, I think it's the 7th, which is, I think, next Tuesday or Monday, I believe it is. And so it's we're here to help you. So give us a call. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
If you enjoy our Supplier Spotlight series, please click to subscribe. We will be adding more Supplier Spotlight videos to our collection. Next, we will be taking you through the U.S. and places to see and do. Please enjoy our future videos as we add to our series.